Hi, and welcome back to Cooking with Katie. I'm a registered dietitian with White Earth Public Health. I'm coming to you from my kitchen today to cook our freezer meal that we have already prepared, which is the slow cooker lentil goulash. Like we talked about last time, cooking with lentils, which are a pulse food, is wonderful because they are a nutrient-dense food that can provide a budget-friendly source of protein, and they are super versatile and add great flavor, texture, and nutrition to any dish. The best part about today is that all the hard work has already been completed for our meal, and we're just to the dump and cook part. This cooking time does take a bit longer than a regular meal because we are using a slow cooker, but it is something that you can start quickly in the morning and come home to a healthy meal that is ready to eat at night. So let's get started. All right, so to start, our dish is super easy. So all I did last night was I took my Ziploc bag that we made last week and let it sit overnight in my fridge to thaw out. As you can see, it's pretty soft, so it should dump out easy right into my crock pot. I have my crock pot all ready to go here. I did go ahead and spray it down, and all I'm gonna do is just go ahead and dump the contents of my Ziploc bag. I'm just gonna dump first, and then I'm gonna flip it inside out so I can scrape it down. But just a friendly reminder, it goes in super easy. What we had in here was our cooked lentils, our onion, zucchini, bell peppers, carrots, garlic, and then our seasonings, which were some paprika and salt and pepper, and then a little bit of tomato paste. Once I get I'm gonna flip my bag inside out just to scrape it down really well. Then I am going to go ahead and add my only ingredient that I have to add to this dish, and that is, it calls for 1 to 1.5 cups of low sodium chicken broth, and so I kind of just went in the middle and did 1.25 cups, and then I will just add everything in, stir it together, and set it on low, and it cooks for about 6 to 8 hours, and just, I'll be home so I can cook it or stir it a little bit, excuse me, and then it'll be ready to go. Here's my vegetable broth. So there is everything all together, and like I said, I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit. So super easy, like you could do this in, way less than 5 minutes. Put your cover on and be ready to go. So there we go. I'm just gonna plug it in, turn it on low, and it'll be set. Okay guys, here is just a live look in on our goulash. It's been cooking for about 4 hours. It's getting nice and bubbly on the sides. Mainly, the beans are cooked, so mainly we're just trying to cook our vegetables, but everything looks really good here. And I did taste it, and I actually did add a little bit of Italian seasoning in it just for my own taste preferences. But always just make sure you sample as you're cooking and see how the flavor's going and if it can add anything else. But all right, we'll just let this cook away for a couple more hours and then it'll be ready to go. All right, so with some lovely video time, our goulash is done just like that. So I'm gonna serve mine over quinoa, so that's what I have in my bowl. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a couple scoops of my goulash in here. Now, if you didn't wanna do the quinoa, you could definitely also do like brown rice, rice cauliflower, whole grain pasta, zoodles, or spaghetti squash, whatever your favorite thing to go along with your goulash might be. And so there it is. It's nice and colorful. You can stir it together. What I'll actually probably do is like mix my whole recipe of the quinoa that I made all together so it's ready, so that you're not, having 2 dishes. Or if you're gonna put some of this in the fridge, do a few of the meals so you can just grab and go style. But like I said, I'm just gonna have mine with my quinoa, and just like that, I'm not gonna make anything else to go with it because it should be super filling between the fiber and the protein in there. But you could also make a little bit of fruit or like a whole grain dinner roll to go with it. Just some tips or ideas. Also with these great freezer meals, if something like not having a slow cooker like what I use today is stopping you from making these meals, don't let that stop you. I have an idea. So instead of using your crock pot, you can get a good heavy baking dish and cook at 200 degrees for like the same cooking time in your oven. So there, another idea for you. And just remember, today's recipe of the lentil goulash that we freezer prepped and prepared is just one simple idea of our freezer meals. And freezer meals are endless. And best yet, they leave you with a great stacked freezer of healthy go-to meals. So I really hope that you enjoyed the cooking side of our freezer meal. It was super simple. So remember to check out whiteearth.com for today's recipes, along with more freezer meal recipes and tips. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking, and we'll see you next week.